Religious intolerance in Nigeria. At the end of this lesson, you're going to learn the meaning of religious intolerance, the causes of religious intolerance, consequences of religious intolerance, and how to control religious intolerance. Religious intolerance refers to people's inability or unwillingness to accept the religious beliefs and practices of other people. It occurs when worshippers of a particular religion are not willing or ready to accept or tolerate the views, the ideas, and the ways of worship of those who belong to other religions. Sometimes religious intolerance leads to riots. An example is a series of riots that took place in the northern part of Nigeria in the 1980s, and this led to the destruction of lives and property. We also have the example of the destruction of lives and property by the Boko Haram sect. What causes religious intolerance? One is ignorance. Religious intolerance is sometimes caused by ignorance because people do not really understand what religion is all about. Ethnicity. The world is made up of people from different races, different ethnic groups. Nigeria is also made up of different tribes, different ethnic groups. We have the Igbo, we have the Yoruba, we have the Hausas, we have different ethnic groups in Nigeria, and they all practice different religions. And so when people from different ethnic groups refuse to accept each other because of their language, because of their religion, their customs, their traditions, it causes religious intolerance. And people might follow different religions and fight each other during religious riots. In Nigeria, we have different religions. We have the Christianity, we have the Muslims, we have the traditionalists. So when people from different ethnic groups who practice different religions have problems with each other's religion, this might cause fights. For example, majority of the Igbos in Nigeria practice Christianity. Majority of the northerners in Nigeria are Muslims. And so when they do not accept each other's religion or ways of doing things, it causes religious intolerance. Another thing that causes religious intolerance is impatience. When people cannot wait for a problem to be solved calmly and in a fair way, they might become impatient, and when they become impatient, it leads to religious intolerance, where people start to fight one another and they become violent instead of waiting for the problems to be solved in a very peaceful way. Now, what are the consequences of religious intolerance? One, many innocent people lose their lives during religious conflicts. A lot of persons die. Religious intolerance leads to the damage and destruction of property and other valuable items. You see them burning down hospitals, schools, businesses, companies. A lot of things go down. A lot of property, lives are lost. For example, take a look at this image. You can see this. The building has been burnt down. The cars parked there have also been burnt down. These are people's money wasted this way, and it also leads to loss of lives. This is another example too. The victims are forced to leave their homes and face many hardships. Some have to move to safer places and start their lives all over again. Imagine leaving your home where you are comfortable to another part of the country or another part of the world where you do not know anything about the environment, and you start life all over again. It causes a lot of hardships because so many persons leave their homes without anything. So when they go over there, they do not have a job to start, they do not have money. It is so difficult. People are wrongly taught that one religion is better or more important than the other. This is a very serious cause of religious intolerance. Imagine Christians teaching their followers that their religion is better than other people's religion, and traditionalists also teaching their people that the traditionalist way is better than Christianity or is better than the Muslims, the Islam. Okay, when that happens, it causes religious intolerance. Young people who want to marry someone from a different religion are often not allowed to, which can make them very unhappy. This is another consequence of religious intolerance. So, an Igbo lady or an Hausa man may have seen someone he or she wants to marry, but from another religion, from another ethnic group, and because of this intolerance amongst them, they will not be allowed to get married to each other, and they end up living an unhappy life. How do we control religious intolerance in Nigeria? One way is that leaders of religious groups should make sure that they and their followers understand the true meaning of religion. They should understand that religion is meant to bring peace and not violence. Secondly, religious leaders should never encourage violence. They should instead teach their followers to embrace peace and love. Thirdly, the government should create laws that are against all forms of religious intolerance, and anyone who participates in religious intolerance should be punished with long jail sentences. They should not just create these laws, they should implement these laws. The mass media also should be used for good. They should be used to educate everyone about the true teachings and beliefs of different religions and the bad effects of religious intolerance. So far in this lesson, we have learned about the religious intolerance in Nigeria, how it affects people's lives, and it's important to remember that religion should bring us peace and not conflict. When we respect each other's beliefs and embrace our differences, we create a world that is better for everyone. So, let us be patient, understanding, and kind to one another. No matter what religion we follow, let us do this. Together we can make our communities, our country stronger and more united. Remember, peace and love are at the heart of all religions. Thank you for watching, and let's all work towards a better and more tolerant, peaceful Nigeria. Do like this video, share with others, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. Also remember to turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified when the next video is posted. Until then, keep watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.